World is Crashing show. Tonight, we have the presence of two important members of Greenpeace. They will expose their ideas in order to avoid the planet extinction that we're heading right now due to our consumption level that are causing climate change. As we all know, the world is becoming into a big crisis where the natural resources are being reduced and there is no much time to take action and save the planet. Fortunately, exist these committed people who are willing to give their lives to save the world. Please welcome Dr. Go Green and Dr. Planet Savior. Tonight, we're going to debate about three main topics that are affecting climate change. Each scientist will have 1 minute in order to express their ideas. So, the first topic will be regarding sustainable development. Dr. Diego, you're first, and the question is, what policies do you think that the government should pass in order to have a more sustainable world?
Thank you. First of all, I think governments should limit the global use of lands for biofuels by developing regulations that limit their use expressed as a proportion of lands used for agricultural in general. This could be a way to control that biofuel production does not overlap with both the responsibility to respect human rights and also preserving the environment. By limiting the proportion of total lands that could be used for this purpose, it could be easier to determine if companies are using more resources than they should to produce biofuels, endangering the environment and draining its resources.
Thank you, Doctor. Now it's the turn for Dr. Esteban Go Green. What are your thoughts on the topic?
First of all, thank you for having your show. Look, Diego, governments should make policies in order to decrease the production of biofuels around the globe. Biofuels are not the best way to create clean energy because at the end this energy is having a negative impact in our ecosystem. Many years ago, the United Nations told us that biofuels were a good solution in order to prevent climate change. I believe that organizations like the World Bank should encourage the research and development of clean energies that can have a negative impact in our ecosystem and economy. We cannot produce energy through biofuels.
That is something we need to do right away. Okay, the next topic that will be discussed is clean energy. And the question is, how the public and the private sector can promote this kind of energy? Dr. Stephen Go Green, you go first.
I believe that in the near future, the global economy will be based on a smarter and more efficient way of energy consumption. Fortunately, private investors like Elon Musk and Bill Gates are investing in smart green ways of energy, like the solar and wind. Also, many automobiles companies are creating and producing more efficient vehicles. This kind of R&D can make a more positive impact on our society, because with that energy, the consumption of fossil energy can be reduced, and at the same time, the agricultural sector can increase the production of food.
That's a creative way of using clean energy. Okay, Dr. Diego, Planet Savior, what's your opinion on this topic?
In accordance with Esteban's point of view, alternative resources will play an important role in the economy, which is why the government needs to promote these energies so they can have a greater impact. For example, if the government of the US implements new policies where tax incentives are provided when renewable energies are used, this is going to cause that big, medium, and even small companies start using these energies in order to save money and be environmentally friendly. Also, if there are tax incentives provided by the government, more projects will be accepted in the future since the tax incentives would become an income.
Incredible that those things can save the world. Well, the next and last topic is economic growth. And the question is, how the renewable energies can generate economic growth in the world? Dr. Go Green, please give us your opinion.
Thank you for giving me the turn. I believe that the United Nations, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund should encourage the research and development of clean energies that can have a negative impact in our ecosystem and economy. We all know that here are many issues related to the implementation of biofuels as a way to create clean energy. One of them are the agriculture, forestry, water, transport, energy, and the environment. Although those issues, one of the most important issues related to the biofuels is the poverty. Currently, many Indonesians are not having access to fruits and vegetables because most of their agricultural sector is producing biofuels instead of food, and that's not possible in this world.
You gave us a lot to think about. Thank you, Dr. Go Green. Dr. Diego, please show us your knowledge.
Regarding this topic, I believe that governments should limit the use of lands for biofuel production by creating policies that limit their use for purpose in developing countries that heavily depend on these resources. This would consist on limiting either completely or partially the use of lands, depending on how much does the country or region relies on those natural resources to meet their basic needs. This will guarantee that people from developing countries would still have access to food supplies and better life standards, and the resources used for biofuels will not be used at the expense of people's essential rights.
Those were amazing, really amazing ideas exposed by these experts. Please give them an applause. Well, that's all for tonight, folks. Thank you for joining us, and remember, to start changing the world, we need to change ourselves first. You heard it from the best. God bless America.